We here at the pilot episode of WeResourceTV. Entrepreneurship is the main thing. I'm here with my man Joey Benjamin. Where we at?
We are at Drumroll Studios. We're in Quincy, Massachusetts. We're at Drumroll Studios, which is the main office of Drumroll Media.
Okay, all right. How long have you been doing this?
As far as the studio's concerned,
Or even just music. How long have you been doing
music. Wow. I mean, I really have to say I've been doing music all my life, but it's really going hard with the audio engineer part of it, like 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like I said, the highlight is entrepreneurship. So how long you had your own studio?
Own studio. This will be 4.5 years. We weren't always in this location. We were downtown in Chinatown area for about 3 years, and then we've been here like 1.5 years. So. Been like 4.5 years that we have our own studio, Drumroll Studios. Y'all make sure y'all find us online. We everywhere. We working with everybody in the city of Boston and beyond.
Let's go check out the studio.
Let's go.
Tell me what you do here. What's all service?
So what we do here is Drumroll Media, and the reason why we call it Drumroll Media is because we're really trying to be your one-stop media solution, meaning everything media-based that you may need. So if it's a radio spot, a commercial, graphic design, an ad for TV, so we handle all forms of media. So it's not just a recording studio for artists as well, even though that's mostly what people know me personally for, is recording artists and stuff like that. But on top of all of that, we're doing photo shoots, we're doing videos. So like if you look at here right now, we're setting up for a photo shoot in here now. So these are the things that we do on top of the studio part of it. We have hip hop right here. We have our main control room, which is where we do most of the production side and recording parts of everything. We're running Pro Tools as far as audio production, audio recording. Got the Triton keyboard, all the plugins you can imagine, the Mackie 24-track board, the Mackie monitors, and all the good stuff. Design board, and this is where we record. And I'll take you into the vocal booth. You can see where, like they say, the magic happens.
Right.
Sometimes it's magic happens. Every once in a while, but yeah, this is the vocal booth.
Well, one of our focuses is to inspire entrepreneurship.
Definitely.
And when my company we've traveled and we've gone to these conferences where they deal with career development.
Okay.
And what we see lacking is entrepreneurship, is career development.
Right.
So someone like I've heard your music,
right,
and you seem to have the skill set where you could work for a label.
Right.
You could work for someone else making beats for them or engineering for them.
Right.
But you decided to go independent.
Right.
What made you make that leap?
By necessity. I'm gonna tell you, it wasn't so much that I'm gonna be independent now. I don't care nothing about these labels. It wasn't so much of that.
What?
It was I'm impatient, and I'm like I want to go. I want to go now. So a lot of it was just learning. You know what I mean? I went to school for audio production, and then took that information and went back and tried to perfect my craft. And so instead of reaching out to the labels so much and going through the whole process of the internships and trying to find a place that I can fit in with, I took that time to learn from those situations, but also to build my own repertoire and company and dealing with just meeting other like-minded people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mentioned Tito Austin that does the hip-hop radio now, and Highlights that's down in D.C., who just recently opened up another Drumroll Studios down there. Yeah. Okay. So we became this because of necessity. You know what I'm saying? Necessity is the mother of invention.
Right.
So what we did was, because we needed to do things, we went in full force and did it, and it turned into something that became an entrepreneurial endeavor. Okay. Because having those resources and having those skill sets became a valuable thing and commodity in the circle that we were running in.
Okay.
So everybody trying to do the same thing. So instead of sitting back and waiting for people to do it for us, we watching everybody running around like, you know what? Let's learn how to do all that stuff that everybody's trying to do.
Right.
Everybody that we in our circle, they want to rap, they want to do this, they want to make videos, or they want to be a graphic designer, this, that, and the third. Let's go out and take our capital and put together and get the equipment to learn how to do this ourselves. Now, it wasn't an overnight process because you have to have the expertise.
I was going to ask you, what are some of the challenges, though?
The challenge is having the expertise to do this thing. Because you say it, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to go mix your album, and you're going to be mad. And you learn that you have to learn how to do these things. So that's why it's a process. So it's not like anybody can just say, oh, I want to run a studio. You know, you got a lot of people saying they're engineers, and you can't just buy a laptop and an inbox and say you're an engineer. It's a lot of things that has to go behind it.
And there's a difference between a beat maker and a producer.
And it's different between a beat maker and a producer, and it's different between a producer and an audio engineer. Right. You know what I mean? Like, you can make beats doesn't mean you should be recording people. You know what I mean? And some people, I know people that just record people. They don't make beats. They don't not an artist. All they do is record and mix people. So all of that goes into, all of that comes with time and mastering your craft. And that's what I would say to anybody, no matter what entrepreneurial thing they're getting into. You must be a master of that craft. So if you're going to open an auto body shop, make sure you master it. And that way you'll leg up on the big guy. Because the big guy is going to know what he's doing. He's going to hire someone. You know, Sony Studio is going to hire someone fresh out of college with a master's degree in audio production and audio recording. They're going to get them and they're going to throw them in there. And if I can't speak that language with them, how can I get the independent artist to say, don't go spend your $300 an hour with him, come spend such and such amount with me, and I can give you the same quality as that guy. You know what I mean? I got to have the expertise and be able to do that. And that takes years. It's not something that just falls into my lap. You know what I mean? I took years of being in my house on a computer, you know, learning things about audio production and trial and error, and then having the capital to put money into buying the right equipment.
Right. At the same time raising a family.
At the same time raising a family. You know what I mean? I got kids, a wife, all of that thing came into play. And that always is, you know, if you don't have, luckily they supported what I was doing and supported my dream. And that always made it easy. And I had partners to come in and help bring it together too. You know, so those things helped it become a little bit easier, but at the same time it was still a process.
Because what I recognize, you need those external supports.
Definitely.
And a lot of times when you see you're an entrepreneur, people see the end result. Like they see the Puffies, they see the Russell after. But see, they don't see Puffy in the beginning teaching Lady Stacey Lattisaw how to dance.
Exactly.
When he was an intern working for free. They see the end result. So, but in that process, like when you talk to your family, like if you're an entrepreneur, you say you want to step out. I want to do my own business. But nobody in your family's ever done it. So the advice you get from your family is like, oh, you're going to get a job. You're going to lose all your money. So how do you persevere through those kinds of things? Or were there examples in your family of entrepreneurs?
I didn't have that so much in my family because my father was an entrepreneur. He worked for himself many years. So there was almost expected that I would probably do something on my own on that front. But then at the same time, I do got, you know, kids and the mothers, their mothers, like, listen, times get lean, you know, and I'm putting money into growing, saying, oh, wait, this is going to pay off. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people around the city, and I, you know, I'm not knocking anyone. A lot of people are doing music, but it's very few people that are actually generating any income off of doing anything with music. A lot of it's spending money, you know, you're doing videos, you're dropping mixtape, but you're just spending money in the hopes that some big entity grabs you up and funds your whole movement. Whereas what we decided to do was to create a base where everybody can come and make their own packages, put their own packages together from, you know, music, CDs, videos, this, that, and the third, websites, but not just musicians, but all types of people can come and use that resource. And what that's doing is generating income for us, fueling our endeavors and our dreams and the things that we want to bring to the masses, but it's actually putting real dollars in our pockets that we can live, you know what I mean? And eat and feed our families and, you know, and make moves and take that and actually be able to do other things with and pay the rent for this place and all of that stuff, you know what I mean?
There's overhead involved, those other factors outside of just your love of music. You got to be the business side. You got to learn the business side.
And that's what people be able to, as far as what you're saying, as far as networking, you have to be able to use the network that's available to you and stay open to it, because at the end of the day, at this level that most of us are, as far as small business owners or, you know, medium to small businesses, we have to be able to bargain hunt and bargain shop and even sometimes trade and barter with other businesses in order to get services done, because the bigger guys don't have to do that. You know what I mean? They have corporate money and, you know, a big budget to do certain things, and you're competing for those clients or those sales or those numbers. And when you're competing, you need every edge you can get. So sometimes dealing with the other guy is the edge, you know, that you need.
Especially in the beginning, your accounts receivable, your production, your everything.
So,
So now I know you're an artist also.
Definitely.
And all the things we just talked about collaboing is the same thing you got to do as an artist. So talk about some of those things that you've had to reach out and collabo, especially some of your recent projects.
So I mean, as an artist, you know, you know, I like working with different producers, and then I'm a producer myself, and the drum rollers, me and Tito Austin, we produce in Drum Roll Studios. You know, we have the facility to record ourselves. So, you know, we're right now currently working on, we just finished up the Empire album, and the Empire album has a couple notable features, but we got Kalina Harper from Diddy's Dirty Money, Bad Boy, and that's the new single that we have dropping. It's already out, and the whole album drops on Friday, April 12th, 2013. So this probably will come out after that, but so it'll be out when you see this video. You can download it on iTunes and on joeybenjamins.com. That's JoeyBenjamins.com. You can download all the music. But as far as an artist, you know, we just constantly evolving, trying to stay current, and doing the music that we love, and it's all about marketing. Put your own records out, but just do it professionally. You know what I mean? Professional recordings, you know, professional photo shoots, all of that. That way, the audience is being presented with something that they can swallow. That it's you know, it's good food that you're putting on that CD.
I'm glad to hear you say that, because I know a lot of times with social media nowadays, it's marketing first.
Right.
And you don't even have a product. You know what I mean? You just marketed it, and it was so good, and you get to the product, it's like, you know what I mean? So that you take the time to refine your product. And then you use the social media to support a real project.
That's how it should be done.
Yeah.
That's how it should be done. And like you said, I think some people get away from that. But at the end of the day, it should be product first, and master that and get the best product you can. But definitely use that social media and all those tools that are at your disposal. It is free. And network and network and network. You know what I mean?
Beautiful.
And just put it out there.
Well, look, is there anything else that you wanted to either add? Is there anything that you wanted people to know about Drum Roll or Joey Benjamins or Tito Austin?
Like I said, Drum Roll Studios is the name of the studio. So if you're in the Massachusetts area, even if you're not, we work with different studios. We pass things back and forth. So just go to drumrollmediamusic.com. That's drumrollmediamusic.com, and you can find out information about us and about our music and about the studio and the Drum Roll Records, which is the label. And as far as me as an artist, joeybenjamins.com. The new album Empire will be out April the 12th, 2013. A lot of producers on there. Got the Drum Rollers. Got Timothy Exclusive Davis. We got Wayno the producer. Tracks with Kalina Harper. Tracks with Compton Menace, Kai Holmes, Sonny Blue Chips, with the whole Grizzly Squad. So you know, it's gonna be. It's definitely a banger. You gotta get it if you're a hip hop lover, music lover in general. Just download that from iTunes or joeybenjamins.com, and that's it.
I want to thank you, bro.
Thank you for coming by, man.
No question, no question. And I appreciate you doing our pilot episode of WeResourceTV.
WeResource.
Highlighting entrepreneurships around your city. Stay tuned. There's more to come.